don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
That's what you look like in real life.
Thanks. He's alive.
Yeah, now I look like my nigga right here just without the mustache.
Yeah.
The sideburns and shit.
They let you make like his face and shit?
Yeah, you can, but I ain't do it. I just picked the face.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara. We are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
That's my number right there. All right, what they had.
And the decision to bring it out in a good one as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. First and 10 now, Florida State.
Yeah, they start you off in the college semifinal. Then until you win the championship, then you get drafted.
Off play action. George. Throw left side complete. That's great. And down
Oregon,
around the
Miami,
32-yard
Florida
line,
State,
4
LSU,
yards on the pickup.
Texas,
that throw good for
Texas
4.
Tech,
It's second
Oklahoma.
down. For Florida State, they're seeking their 4th national championship. They were winners back in 1993, also in 99, and then most recently back in 2013.
Yeah, that's what I just told you all.
You said like 6 half.
Yeah, nah, it's like 18. I just named all of them. What's wrong?
You didn't name 18 teams.
Yes, I did just name 18. I ain't say no 18, fool. I just said, listen to him, look. Florida State, who I'm playing against. Miami. LSU. Okay, then.
I think of it in boxing terms because
Don't tell me you ain't got the game. I got to play 4 quarters. Man. I ain't worried about them scoring. I'm trying to roll up my blood. It's all good. I ain't sure. I bet I don't lose.
Hey, what
And
you
I'm
say,
the
Clark,
quarterback.
when you watch my UFC, don't nobody put on motherfucking broadcast to your ass.
You hear me? Fuck you, I can't to see you kick ass. Beat ass.
Already down 7-0. Here comes his first.
It's all good, bro. I'm the quarterback. I can't be no better but the quarterback. I can just throw it to the
here on the very first play. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I got to think twice. I say, what did he
Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly.
They got to get my nigga to play right,
if you
man.
got the sound, it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long.
And that's caught.
I just got to get the quarterback to get us right, man.
Down to the 26. It's a big play
man. You thought they were going to be picked.
8 yards.
That's who caught it.
Wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That jump play woke them up. They're starting to get really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter.
I forgot that guy. I ain't watching the
first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I've been through there, though.
Yeah, they threw it up in there like I'm watching real football.
Real college, man. That's why I hate that. They need to go and bring that college back.
On the right sideline, but not in the field of play. It's incomplete.
College has you geeked up for Madden because Madden came out a month later.
So back-to-back incompletions.
Ain't nobody
Third
had
down here in 10,
that.
but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing.
That's wrong button. Go get it. Damn, I thought he hit squirrel that time. I'm pretty certain.
Shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
So, yes, it's only
Hey, Khalif, them folk hit hard as a motherfucker on the
touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them.
That ain't
Feel
shit.
a little bit
They got
better
some
about
hits
things
on
because
them.
if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again.
Throwback
And then
knocking
you're
your
down 14.
helmet out
And
tight.
no run
They
back
got
here.
them.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Who that is, Wilson? What you say?
Here's the Florida State offense ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
I'm saying that what type of hits they got, like throw big. Damn, not
you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade sixes for threes, things are going to work out in your favor. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
Ain't good pass. That was a good pass.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards
the
to pick
quarterback.
up there. Move the chains.
I can control the
And we see
defense,
another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really
that's why I said before the broadcast came on down, let you pick your
success. A
position.
nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain
I know
on
you
that
had
play.
defense. I'm like,
Second
Man,
down.
I'm trying to tell you, I was been your linebacker on that.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Oh, he cut in.
And he will have first
Man,
down
that bitch cut
yardage as
in,
he's brought down at the 41.
I had that play.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
where you at?
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play call sends it the screen path.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out,
I'm
what's the end
about to
result?
get off anyway.
Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run
Damn,
now
I
with
pull
Will
up.
Moore.
Everybody leave.
And nothing doing here is this time around. Maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Nah, Joe, this no
Gain there to bring
definitely been on
forth
this
a
bitch.
3rd and long.
Right, that appeared to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. George. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
His ankles ain't retired.
The Seminoles here with a 1st and 10.
I just got off 2K, big bro.
I ain't trying to hear it.
On the carry, this is
I don't give a fuck if you ain't trying to hear it. You heard?
I see it.
As they get to reset the sticks.
Ankles in the
One thing
retirement
for
right
sure,
now.
this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
Looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? Conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine
Try to hit stick that bitch, man. Damn, gave up touchdown.
From 17 yards out. And the Seminoles push that lead out a bit further. Boy, it's nice to have that target you can go to.
each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Stop it.
Oh, he just dropped
Fielded
the
about a yard deep.
The guy just came out last night.
And all that
Nigga,
work,
I'm
but he
playing
stopped
a
where he
college
ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
The new button configuration.
Here's the Miami offense ready to go for their next possession.
what you think?
Tough to win games if you go field goal here. They got field goal last time. They'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big shot now because, as you noted, the field goal, and way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Well, so much made about the fact that we've got a quarterback who's never seen the field in a college football game. But if you go back to his high school days, he's played in front of crowds. Maybe not quite this size, but it wasn't abnormal for them to have 15, 20,000 people in the stands at his high school games. And the numbers from his senior year as a prepster, impressive. Led his team to a 14-0 record, threw for close to 4,700 yards, 37 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions. And he also chipped in 11 rushing touchdowns to boot. So it's not as if this guy doesn't know what he's doing out there under center. Flushed out right. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll look to throw.
Wow, fuck you talking about, Khalifa? Don't make me turn up, G.
5 yards for the touchdown. His guys have made this a one-score game now.
Keep running. Look at that route I just put on his head. Double move. Routes.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those.
I routed his head that time, didn't he? Routed his head. That nigga ain't know which way to go.
So
let's go, man. Get a stop right quick on this defense right quick. Get us a stop. Score again on offense.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seminole offense about ready to get going again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling,
go defense.
Really well.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down,
we own it.
Relax a little bit after they just
offense got their mojo.
Just a couple on the ground there.
Time
That's
to
going to
click
bring
in.
up 3rd and about 6. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, George.
No good.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds.
Yo,
there.
4th and 1.
Just
I'll
a
take
5-yard
it.
pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. $12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
We're going to call it Jen again, see what it worked, Khalifa. Let's see what it worked
the
twice.
Hurricanes offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous.
Damn, they got him.
To escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, I tell you what, that doesn't look like the throw of a guy who's never played college football. And you think about it, part of the reason you have to remember, he's run the scout team in practice for 4 years, and that scout team has had to go up against their own first stringers on the defensive side. So he has practiced for all 4 of those years against one of the best defenses in the country. He seems to be ready for this opportunity. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
Come on, bro. They letting this nigga get in the backfield like that too easy.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker.
Damn.
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Oh, wide open.
Let's go, Scree.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
How you leave a receiver of that caliber, that wide open on that play is absolutely beyond me. You've watched tape, you've gone over the scouting report. Your first move should be double or triple him and make sure someone else doesn't beat you.
Well, especially on 3rd down, that's what's really baffling. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Flush to his right. And
you see me, Khalifa? Check me out, G.
Miami, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Hurricanes have taken the lead.
These niggas talking about you don't want to watch this board there broadcast because they had me 14-3. I'm a dog, man.
And I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff. We saw
I'm up 3. Get it right, nigga.
With just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out. And it pays off there on the touchdown throw.
Turn up. I'm going to stop him again this go.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here.
I'm trying to get to the lead, man. I'm trying to get to the lead.
25-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to begin their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 times.
Let me get that, Khalifa. Let me get that. Fuck wrong with him, Khalifa.
And he will
fuck wrong with him.
It's a touchdown.
What's wrong with him, G? What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? Then I started dribbling that shit. What's wrong with him?
On the play,
I'm telling you, dog. I just turned those, got it in my hand.
And take it in the opposite direction.
These guys will take it in my hand.
White word told you, Cleveland, man. Know how to rock for my football group.
So you just had to get the field.
No, that's how the game just started, man. I was behind the 8 ball early, just had to settle the troops down.
So they throw the pick 6, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Y'all a basketball stat that I just know.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Consecutively in a row. They ain't missed the playoffs since 1911.
The Seminole offense about ready to get going again. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that.
Yeah, it's true more for the organization. Know what they doing.
Throwing the ball.
Good front office
like
people.
What we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for
a long touchdown.
Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I feel like it's a roll.
Where that comes from, it just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
Trick me. I thought it was a room.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brady.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now
go.
from the 28.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
George looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got him in.
I better stop playing, boy.
Yards on the catch and run. It's a
Make his
first
head
down.
cough it up next time. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Good plays. Have them
Play
on
for the
move
youth.
on
Let's
first
go.
down.
Know how we rock down here. Yep, I got it. Don't trip. Don't trip.
From the gun, George is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Man, big hit him.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
Man, that was the perfect big hit, Khalif, but I ain't want to get into this shit.
Number one.
Yeah.
The loss
He
of
came
the
in there all
first
soft
down
and
pass
shit,
play,
bro.
now
Yeah.
2nd and 13.
Like you just
George
laid
to
down
throw.
Hey,
And he's got his
I'll
man out
take
of the
that.
this
backfield.
boy be
That's
clowning,
complete.
man.
I'll take that. Let's go. Let's go.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the
Come
football.
on, D.
Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball
Hey,
may
that
come your
boy,
way.
pretty boy Fredo be clowning, man. This
The
nigga
offense
is a
on
fool.
3rd down tonight. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and
This nigga is a
6.
fool. Him and his buddy on the bridge, man.
Now they'll run on the ball.
Camaro, yo, way to come over and help me, dog. Cause that boy finna get first
They
down.
say he's a bit short. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a
He finna
few
get
chain
them
link
all.
short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense.
Let's go.
You know
Block
not
for
every
him.
run's going to be a big
Block
hit,
for him.
but you know they'll take that type of result
He
each
ain't
and
gonna
every
barely get
attempt.
it.
This
I'm
is
finna
gonna
score in
carry
25
well
seconds.
into the
Khalif,
end
check
zone
me out.
for a touchback.
26. That's 26. I'm finna score in 26 seconds. G, watch this.
Here's
Check
the
me out.
Miami offense ready to
They
go.
can't
for
stop
their
this
next
little dude right
possession.
here.
You've got less than
Where
30
he at?
seconds left
R1,
in
they
the
can't
half.
fuck
You're
with
well
R1.
on your own side of the
Street.
field. What are we
This
doing
my
here,
best
Coach
wide
Davis?
receiver. They
Well,
can't fuck
tried
with.
something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something
They
that's
can't
been
fuck
done
with
many
him, I'm
times
telling you.
before. A lot of people say it's not even
They
really
can't
fun.
fuck with
I'm running
dude.
a draw. I'm running a
They
screen.
can't fuck with him.
I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Watch it.
And it's
Oh!
incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I'll show
So
you.
after
I
the
say, watch
incompletion
it.
on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. There
I
goes
got
a
him.
deep ball.
I got
End
him.
zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, exit. Mike 3. Mike 3. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that
What's
is
wrong with him, man?
touchdown Miami.
Give me that.
Nichols as time expires in the
Nichols.
first half.
I
And
see
the
you, boy.
Hurricanes add on to their advantage.
I ain't these folks
So
can't
a
mess with
blistering
me,
start to
man.
this first half. And we wondered how this young quarterback would handle the pressure, and there is a lot of pressure.
I say Cool G.
Well, how about 3 first-half touchdown passes?
So can't mess with the kids, man.
Okay.
For real, you watching it, Jan Cool?
What do you feel about the first
I've
half?
been watching some else, man. I'm watching E2.
That's how we play. Let's go. Honestly, I think after 4 years on the bench, some of these guys forgot that I know how to throw the ball. But taking this lead to halftime is gonna lock everyone's confidence, so.
Good. We keep throwing, keep surprising people, and let's put this thing away in the second half.
Oh, this bitch over with, coach. You ain't gotta worry about it.
Hey, Coach, really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me. I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Hurricanes offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hey, Charlie! Check back 21, check back 21. Get it!
Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Again, the underlying story here, no snaps in 4 years. It seems kind of hard to believe. You almost wonder if there's some type of lingering animosity between quarterback and coach, because there certainly have been a few of those 56-7 type games over the last few years, but much like the Patriots in the NFL, where you see Tom Brady take almost every snap, even at his age, that was the case with Marcus Washington.
Damn, he picked this bitch.
Picked off at the 11. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone. deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The Hurricanes, barring a late collapse, looking more and more like they're going to be playing for a national championship next week as they start on this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a huge play that time. 54 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect, bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Isaiah Streets, his second touchdown of the night. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. You got to think this coaching staff has to be absolutely elated with the performance they've gotten from their quarterback. Now 4 touchdown passes, and we still have a quarter plus to play. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brady. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Hurricanes, barring a late collapse, looking more and more like they're going to be playing for a national championship next week as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down now, it's Joseph. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick slant caught by Streets. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. This is really something. For a guy that had 0 touchdown passes in 4 years, heck, 0 passes in 4 years, period, he's come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And there was a lot of talk about maybe them simplifying this offense. Well, forget that. He's done everything that Marcus Washington had done previously and then some. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Seminole offense about ready to get going again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, George. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On 1st and 10, George. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
I was just out there in the park, too.
On 1st down, George. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down, but he cannot connect. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Simmons. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That is caught. He's got streets. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So, Charles, let's look ahead. This is the first of 2 semifinals on this night, so we don't know the opponent yet, but you'd have to think that the road will get tougher from here.
I'd have to agree with that because now...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
And he's going to go down again. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6 touchdown passes now. You think about this being a guy who held a clipboard for 4 years, never played, didn't take a snap. And in this game, he couldn't have played any better if he had started 50 games. He's just been on point all game long. So thanks to, if you can believe it, 6 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback. The Miami Hurricanes are moving on to play for a national championship on Monday, January the 7th.